Can't hear you. You on mute. You on mute.
Ah,
There you go. You was on mute.
Is it? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you was on mute.
What is going? This computer is moving crazy. It still has the screen up on here. This is ridiculous on every level. um, we're doing a late night episode of The Size Up. I'm gonna have to go out and come back. And this is crazy, man. It has it. So are we live?
We live.
Oh my god. Okay. I don't know if y'all can see me. I can hear. So I guess that's what's important. Um, we have a special episode of The Size Up. It's pretty late. I've had a long day. It's been pretty crazy. Um, and I'm eating dinner. So y'all, please bear with me. Missionary Baptist Church. We're not playing anything on this laptop because we don't need nothing going while we doing this. Okay. So hey guys, welcome to The Size Up. I'm your girl, Vixia's Faith. I got my partner in crime, Wendy, with me tonight.
What's up?
Wendy, can you still hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Again, seeing is problematic, but I can hear. Um, so we're gonna start with reality. Um, let's talk about these Potomac chicks real quick. I don't like them.
Messy boots.
Super messy. Y'all probably gonna get avatars tonight because my I don't understand what's going on why my internet is moving like this. Um, so on Potomac, if you got guys and girls have not caught up, Wendy was assaulted by Mia. Yeah, she threw a drink in that girl's face. She was assaulted by Mia. I don't care how much you try to diminish what happened. And nothing Wendy said. Wendy didn't start talking out the side of her neck about Mia's husband prior to Mia throwing that drink in her face. And she
Right.
better be glad that's all she got.
Because
Because
if it
otherwise,
was if it was me, her lips would have been deflated.
listen, a fight would have ensued because I would not have been playing with her. Period. Wouldn't be playing with her. It would be me and her, and we would be fighting, like literally fighting. It would have been another Candace and Monique situation, except I would have finished the fight.
Hmm.
Um, she did a stand-up job of not throwing hands, and rightfully so. Um, and again, y'all, excuse me, I'm so hungry. I don't know why I'm hungry all of a sudden. Um, so let's get into it. The episode that we saw this past week was the aftermath of whatever they had going on, which was um the aftermath of the fight or the altercation that took place between Wendy and Mia. Wendy had just decided she's gonna stay somewhere else. She wanted to leave, and I'm thinking producers are like, "Yeah, no, no, can't leave, sis. We need you to film. You're relevant to film, so we need you to do that." Um, so Wendy stayed off in the hotel away from the other ladies. Of
And
course,
how she
Gavin
was
and Cynthia.
able to get a hotel room and Sharice couldn't?
Hmm. Mm-hmm. I have thoughts, but I think I'm going to keep those thoughts to myself. Um, Sharice, did you have money for a room in Miami? That's my real question. Tell me why. Why? Why? You couldn't get a hotel room. Super confused by that. I'm gonna say this every week until y'all remove Sharice off. Real Housewives of Potomac. She serves no purpose. None. Um, remove her immediately. That's how I feel. Take her right on off. Because why? Why is she there? Somebody tell me. Somebody, anybody. Explain to me why she's present on the Real Housewives of the Potomac. Because she serves absolutely no purpose. Um, Mia planned a day for the ladies at the beach. But before they go to the beach, Mia has to get her nail done. Um, and Karen wants to go and check on Wendy. So she goes and tells Mia, well, can Wendy come to beach day? It's in a public place. Shouldn't be no problem. She ain't even got to speak to you. You ain't got to speak to her if you don't want to. But I'm asking, could you be okay with Mia being present for the girls and coming because this is my birthday weekend and I want to celebrate it accordingly? Mia said she wasn't okay with it. And so since Mia was not okay, I'm not okay with it, but it's your birthday. So since she was not okay with it, Karen rescinded the invitation that she extended to Wendy to come to beach day. When she did that, and she rescinded that invitation, Mia, Karen and what's her name? Karen, Candace, and Ashley decided that they were going to go and have lunch with Wendy, just kind of catch up, check on her, see how she's doing, because she's ostracized and at a hotel by herself on this trip that's supposed to be a girls' trip. Definitely not fair. So, with that being said, Wendy, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
This it's the screen that's throwing me off. This is crazy. I wish you could see what I'm seeing. This is ridiculous. So with that being said, they go and before they leave, because Mia's thinking that Candace and Ashley are on their way to the beach instead of on their way with Karen. Where are they going? So Jacqueline, her friend, tells her, they're going to go check on Wendy. Oh, so she takes her petty size 13 shoe over to the other car and says, hey, if y'all going to visit Wendy, just know when y'all get back, y'all ain't gonna have no place to stay. What? So Ashley and Candace upset, not bothered. Candace said, when I come back, I'm coming back. I'm staying. You ain't putting me nowhere. You're not putting me out. So when that happened, and you know what? This is what I'm gonna say that I'm glad about, because the rooms would have been a bigger issue. Don't you think, Wendy?
Because they did something where they put Wendy and Candace together.
To sleep in the same bed.
Mm-hmm.
Which you are adult women. I think there should be accommodations for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Their own room, own suite, whatever. I don't think there should be a situation in which I don't think there should be a situation in which um two grown women should have to sleep in the same bed together. Okay. You claim to have all this money, which of course let's be real and let's keep it cute. Production paid for their trip. You did not pay for that trip, production did. So with that being said, I think that turned out for the best because there definitely would have been hell to pay. Um, because you all know how the housewives are about their rooms. They want the biggest suite, the best this, their own bathroom, etc., 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 etc. So, it kind of worked out. Although I thought it would have worked out if Sharice had gotten her own room far, far away from the other ladies. I don't know what it's like. She's trying too hard. She's giving me great auntie vibes. So they leave and go their separate ways. The girls go and meet, and the girls, meaning Karen, Ashley, and Candace, go and meet Wendy. While the other part of the crew go and they're on the beach, getting drunk, doing whatever. Really boring. There was no highlight of that scene, not even the young men coming over and them rubbing on the children's bodies. There was no highlight. All of y'all are some middle-aged hags rubbing on them 20-year-old boys. It's just not, no. So, um, they meet up with Wendy for lunch, and shout out to Candace and Ashley for putting their differences aside for a greater cause, and that was checking in on Wendy and making sure Wendy was okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I shout out to them. Now keep in mind, this is only for a brief pause. FYI, brief pause,
FYI.
very very brief pause. Um, so Jesus help me, Lord. Um, but while they're having lunch, Wendy spills additional tea. She says that she doesn't understand why Peter and Mia are so chummy because according to what Peter told her, that he stopped messing and fooling with Mia and G because of the fact that they vacationed together and Mia did some sneak stuff to the ex-girlfriend of Peter, or the girlfriend of Peter at the time. So Peter decided, you can't go nowhere with me no more. You know, group trips are canceled with Mia. And so they were like, ooh, tea, ooh, sip, hot. Um,
People messy.
Peter is Patricia, honey. And I'm waiting on him to show up on RuPaul's Drag Race because I'm here for it. Come on, Papa Smurf, aka Patricia. That's just what I'm here for. Um, so they get the tea. The tea is spilled, sipped, whatever. Candace talks about how she was going to meet Trina. Um, how, huh? Drink. You said you wanted some drink. Just something to drink. Oh. She talks about going to meet Trina so she could hear the final touches on the track that Trina got on, which is the new single Insecure, with Candace featuring the baddest bee, Trina, or the Diamond Princess, whatever you want to call her. She's Trina. Um, and I thought that it was really good that they were, able to come together and get that done. And Wendy wanted to roll, and Candace, said, "Come on, girl, let's go." So they went and met Trina, and I think that was the highlight of the trip. I'm sorry, I don't care what else happens. That's the highlight of the trip. That is the good spot of the trip. Um, I think that we have to stop telling people when and when they cannot be triggered. And what I feel like Robin and Giselle did in this episode was trivialize Wendy's situation. And they were hypocrites. They've been hypocrites since the beginning of this whole fiasco. They are Team Mia, partially because they do not like Wendy.
And Robin, even Robin said it. I don't like Wendy.
I don't like Wendy. because I don't like her. So I'm not going to. And for you to be a 40 something year old woman who is that petty not to speak up for right versus wrong, I just can't.
But the thing is, they was all hell bent against Monique.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And even if Monique had have come to them in an apologetic manner, I still believe 100% that they still would have stood 10 toes down in Monique being wrong and Monique needs to be off the show.
And
If
again,
the
and they think that they pushed Monique off the show. No, they wanted Monique to come back. The
Yeah,
Bravo
they
wanted
did want Monique did not get fired. A lot of people are insinuating that Monique got fired. Monique got a contract to come back, but they were going to make Monique the villain. Monique did not like where this was turning, and the only two people that were willing to film with Monique, not even Sharice was willing to. And here, what bothers me about this is Sharice brought Monique onto the show, and Sharice began to turn on Monique because keep in mind Sharice and Giselle weren't on the greatest of terms when she brought Monique to the show.
correct.
Those terms changed quite quickly. So you have to think about this. This is they're playing games. And I don't like it, but I'm also here for all the mess, right? Because this is why I'm watching. But I'm very interested to see how Andy approaches this situation. Andy has yet to say anything because Wendy was on his show. I'm so sorry. I'm sipping on some water that I need. My child brought me water. He did not bring me anything but some water. Praise God.
You should have told me what you wanted.
Where's the other candy bar?
Right there on the desk.
The unopened candy bar?
Oh crap! I grabbed the wrong one.
Yeah. You think you slick. I'm sorry, y'all. Excuse me, my kids. So I think that is important because that's what I want to see. I want to see how Andy approaches all of this. Come to reunion, are you going to hold Mia accountable? You know, and I need to see more. I need to see more cast members other than Ashley, other than Karen, other than Candace, hold Mia accountable. Mia has played victim role, and you know what? I get she got a traumatic past. I get that most kids that are in foster care, in those types of situations, most of them do because foster care is not a walk in the park. You don't know who you're gonna get. I think Mia was fortunate though. I don't know how long she was in foster care before she ended up with Jacqueline's family, because basically she and Jacqueline were raised together as sisters. If now hopefully Mia ain't lying about this because she does lie about a lot, right? So according to Mia and Jacqueline, they were raised up together, kind of like sisters. They've known each other since they were 15. So she ended up with Jacqueline's family after going through foster home to foster home, that sort of thing. So I understand trauma, but I also understand that you are a grown woman and you can't continue to blame trauma as the reason to why you are acting violently towards someone. You can't do that. You know, that's my family and I go hard for you can go hard for your family. You ain't got to throw no drink in the girl's face. And that's what you did. Then commits to hitting her with the purse. And I think they said a fork was thrown at Wendy. All of those things were not okay. You know what I'm saying? Not okay.
And she
Um,
better be glad Wendy didn't file any charges.
baby, listen. There wouldn't have been charges filed. Do you understand me? Because I would have mollywop.
Yeah.
You don't do that to people. And there are some microaggressions in this group because you're telling Wendy she's being antagonistic, but you're coddling Mia as the victim. I'm not okay with that. I'm definitely not okay with that. So now we're gonna see the ladies come together. Ashley's gonna invite Wendy to the house or to somewhere to eat. Probably not to the house, to somewhere to eat. They're gonna indeed, I guess, have the all-white party with the fire throwers or something like that. And then Robin and Ashley, Team Messy this season, are going to fire shots at Candace's way. Let me back up. When the ladies were in the kitchen taking shots, Candace said, limes are for bitches. Robin, she and Robin kind of had a little thing. Robin took offense to what she said. She said, I didn't mean it. I was just playing. We'll talk. No, we won't. I'm good. So now she's going to be super petty with Candace now. So here's my thing. Is this going to change Robin's opinion about the Chris Gate thing? Are we going to continue on that narrative with the Chris Gate thing? Like, I need some answers. So now Ashley is going, Robin is going to bring a speaker, and I'm praying that they at the house eating. I'm praying they at the house eating and they not in public, that she brought this Alexa to dinner so that they can play a live that Candace did months ago, saying that, you know, the chick's not loyal, and they're not. They're not loyal. Her and Ashley were having a kiki, and Ashley also mentioned that Karen had somebody on the side. Let's not take away from that conversation, but Ashley mentions to Karen that Candace said that Candace said that Karen had somebody and she was cheating on Ray. Oh, we see the grand dame cuss folk out and get up from the table and roll on out. And I don't put it above Karen to pack her bags and go on about her business. She's gonna book an immediate flight and she's gonna be out. And so Candace said, this is why I say y'all not loyal, because you're not. I can't wait to see that episode. That's gonna be my pre-operation reality party thingy. It's only one reality show that comes on that night that I watch. And that's Real Housewives of Potomac. So Wendy, what did you think about the episode?
A hot mess. A hot mess. I mean, I'm like, okay. I'm like, okay, and then Mia looking all inflated. I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, ladies, you do not have to have all these plastic surgeries. You are beautiful the way God made you.
Couple of things. Well, maybe Mia was not. I did see that episode of Say Yes to the Dress. I'm gonna say that I think she probably was prettier when she was younger, but I think as we get older and we're mixed with things start to crack.
No, you know what? And I'm gonna play the colorism card, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Mostly the light-skinned black woman, they age really bad.
Not all of them.
Not
I'm
said
gonna
most.
say the ones. I'm going to, well, some of them do. I'm gonna say some. I'm not gonna say all.
I said
I'm
most.
gonna say
I
I'm
didn't
gonna say
say
some
all.
because I know some gorgeous, lighter complected
Me too.
sisters that are older, and you wouldn't be able to tell if they were 55 or
Well,
45.
let's just say Mia. You can tell she didn't age. She's aging.
And Amelia is what, 30 some years old?
She lived a
So,
hard life,
and she has. I believe she has. So,
but she has everything done in the sun. She has everything
it's,
done.
she has. She's had a lot done.
She had a booty
Um,
done. She had breast implants. She has
and which
um
and let me also
fillering.
say this: they did not judge her last season when Wendy got her BBL. They didn't judge Mia for everything that she got done. You know, there was no judgment. They judged the crap out of Wendy, and I think, listen, you think somebody's your friend. Wendy made a valid point last season. Y'all got my number. Y'all could have called me. Literally could have picked up the phone and called me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not cool. I'm not cool with how they doing it. It's not right. Portia is now Portia Diane Williams Guabadia. Did I pronounce that right? Guabadia.
I guess you did.
Um, they had two weddings. They had a Nigerian wedding because her husband is Nigerian, and they had a traditional wedding, which I'm still trying to figure out why this man was dressed like he's in the office and a gentleman. I'm trying to figure that out. He was not in anybody's military. Period. The military uniform of the Nigerians, that is not that. Somebody need to tell me something. Is he a prince we don't know about? I'm confused. I need somebody to tell me what that's about. But a lot of people are like, well, why are they having two weddings? Nigerian culture, you have the two weddings. You have the Nigerian wedding, and you have if they're married in America, you have the American wedding. Priyanka Chopra, is that her name? That's married to
Yeah.
Nick Jonas. They
Hmm.
had 7 wedding ceremonies. I might be exaggerating a little bit, but they had quite a few wedding ceremonies because in her culture, that's what they do. So, listen, I am okay with people in their traditions and their cultures, and that's what we're not. I really think that if you ain't interested in it, that's fine. But I have always wanted to study different cultures and learn about different cultures because there is a world outside of our window, our little cubby hole that we are in, and people do things different. You know, everybody was there. I think the Nigerian wedding um was cute. There was some great African attire that was worn. I do want to say that I've never thought that you could mess up African attire until I saw Giselle's outfit
Giselle
for
can
the
mess up
wedding.
any outfit. I'm sorry. Giselle can
I
mess up any
let me say
outfit.
this, Giselle, you're a beautiful woman, sweet pea. However, darling, you look like somebody's great auntie at the wedding. Like you was first lady for 20 years in your African attire. Like I'm sorry, it wasn't cute. Everybody else's was stylish and cute, and they had, they little thing, they little slits and all this stuff. And I gathered that all the ladies that were wearing the same shade of pink were bridesmaids. So The ones that I could tell, of course, Shamia, Giselle, Quad. There were some other ladies that had the shades of pink. I couldn't tell who they was. But they all had the same shade of pink. So I'm thinking that those were the bridesmaids. And I'm wondering if those were also, if they served as the bridesmaids again in the black tie affair wedding. Um a lot of people are still not here for it. And I'm like, y'all, it's happening. Fallon was cheating with the little boy, the Jalen boy, who was supposed to be the help. She was cheating with the dude, pregnant by the guy. That's why Simon was like, I'm checked out of this marriage right here. And so I think it's important to know that I think a lot of people say they give him 3 years. You know what? If Simon is traveling and doing his business, and Portia's doing her business, I think they're gonna be all right.
They're gonna be more
Um,
than okay.
I think they're gonna be up. And the reason why I say this, and people may disagree with me, and that's fine. I say this because we get married for the fairy tale of it all. We get married for the love. Now, keep in mind, I cannot at this stage in my life, I am not marrying anybody that I do not love. Okay. I ain't gonna, I don't. I ain't doing it. There are some cultures where the women and the men get married and they stay married forever and ever and ever, amen, because they have what they call arranged marriages. Um, I'm not for the arranged marriage because what if Billy Bob is ugly? Because we gotta be cute together. That's how I feel. But I also feel as though not only do we have to be cute together, okay, but I also feel like we um should be able to grow together. We should be able to do businesses. We ain't got to do the same business. And of course, there are some power couples out there that's in the same industry or they do business together. But Portia has a business mind. She has her businesses and she does her thing. And then Simon has whatever it is he does. From my understanding, his family is into oil or something like that, petroleum, whatever, same difference. Um, and then he has some nightclubs and some other things. Um, so my thing is they got the business thing, and they ain't got to be all up under each other 24/7. And the fact that I'm looking at her show a little differently. It was a hot mess. Trust and believe. And I think, I hope and pray that she and Dennis can kind of get their co-parenting situation together. Um, I really think Dennis was playing games, and a lot of people's like, "Well, she should have did blah blah blah." Now, I don't agree with that. I don't agree that you need to constantly be cheating on me, and I'm supposed to be okay with it. I don't agree with that at all. Just for the sake of saying I got somebody, or just for the sake of saying I want to be, and she wanted to be with that man, but she couldn't trust him. You cheated on that girl while she was pregnant. And then you continue to have different situations that take place and happen and go on, and you were still in compromising situations even after the fact. You did not even you didn't grow up enough to say, I'm not going to put myself in these positions, in these
Mhm.
compromising positions. And so I think she did the right thing for her in walking away from that situation. That's the father of your child. So you can't be getting jealous when he bring his girlfriend on the family trip. You can't do that, right? So I hope that they have grown in that, and I hope that a lot of that was for TV. 100% hope that a lot of that was for TV. Um, but yes, it looked like a festive event. Everybody was there in their best. I saw Candy, Cynthia, Nene, Kim Zosiak, um, Drew, Shamia, of course, Manyetta. Toya, um, of course, like I said, I mentioned Quad and all those people. So we saw a lot of the Bravo celebrities, um, that were there. I thought everybody looked well. I know Wendy said she didn't care for Nene's dress, but
Mm-mm.
I like Nene's dress. I love Nene. Y'all ain't gonna get me to go against my girl
I
Lanithia.
like me too, but that dress was a hot mess.
I like your dress, Nene. Um, I think that's all I got for reality. Tonight we'll pick up on any extra miss that we missed.
Oh
Um,
no,
huh?
no. Well, yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
It's getting late, girl. It's past our bedtime. You know what's up.
yeah.
So where do I begin, Lord? We're gonna talk about Kim Kardashian and this Balenciaga. And Wendy, I'm gonna get you to really fill me in on our details because I don't do Kardashian, baby. I
Okay.
can't. They get on my nerves.
So basically, Kim was introduced to Balenciaga by her ex-husband Kanye. Well, soon to be ex because they're still married. They
They
have
are
no.
still legally married.
Yes. Because Kim really wasn't fashionable until she got with Kanye. Kanye made her throw away all of her clothes, and she got in. So
You know, would you be okay with that? I'm sorry, I'm veering off just a little bit. Would you be okay if your husband came home and be like, throw all this stuff away?
mhm,
Oh, okay. I would not.
yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So apparently, Balenciaga did an ad campaign for the holidays, and it had children holding stuffed animals that had BDSM attire. Some very disturbing attire and stuff. Even the setting, or like the table setting, had disturbing scenes that a child
Right,
should be exposed to.
right.
And so everybody just, a lot of people went crazy, just went mad. They was furious. So
I
believe the
think it was a little bit deeper than that, though, wasn't it? Didn't they have some stuff on there
let me
about
hold on, let me finish. Let me finish.
Okay.
So, and then in another campaign, they have a Balenciaga purse. And underneath that purse was some legal documents from a court case, from a Supreme Court case about child pornography on the media in virtual stuff. And I guess for some reason the person for the child pornography, don't quote me, but I need to look at that case. But I'm thinking that they won that case.
And so why would Balenciaga deal with this? Because there's also with those BDSM stuffed animals too. That's also like a symbol for like child trafficking, or
Mhm.
it's a lot that means in
Yes.
those years from what I read. Okay.
Yes. And so people were outraged. And then they was outraged about Miss Kardashian, because she no longer goes by Kardashian West, that she has not responded. Okay. So I'm finna get it out.
Okay.
Okay. You called me at 9:52. Let's see what she put on her social media, shall we? Because she finally spoke up like yesterday, I believe, because we was talking about it.
Yeah, I think it was yesterday when we saw it.
Um, let's see. Um, go to Kim Kardashian. Kim Kardashian. She says, and I repeat, I have been quiet for the past few days, not because I haven't been disgusted and outraged by the recent Balenciaga campaign, but because I wanted an opportunity to speak to their team to understand myself how this could have happened. Then she went on to tweet, I appreciate Balenciaga's removal of the campaign and apology. In speaking with them, I believe they understand the seriousness of the issue and will take a necessary measure for this to never happen again. And then she says, as for my future with Balenciaga, I am currently reevaluating my relationship with the brand, basing it off their willingness to accept accountability for something that should have never happened to begin with, and the actions I am expecting to see them take to protect children. So she got a lot of backlash, okay, for making that statement right there.
As she should
Because
have.
because any sane woman with children especially would have been like, you know what? I'm not dealing with this no more. And so it also gives a breeding ground for Kanye. He was right about them. People,
Really?
people, huh?
But we knew. But we knew.
And it
But
was
we
so funny.
knew. We freaking knew. We knew about the girls. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so let me read some of these comments that she got back. Okay. Your statement is very carefully worded, although transparent. Outrage used so you're politically correct. Evaluating your positioning and basing it on their willingness to accept their accountability is laughable. Your ex husband was dropped over a tweet. You just sold out. And they're not giving any remorse for them, because you know what, they also tweeted what do you want to see in the next season of Kardashians, because it was like infomercials. The whole season was like infomercials. The only real thing we saw on that show this season, because I do watch it, um was about what happened with Chloe and Tristan. After that, they had three whole shows based on the Met and her fitting into that Marilyn Monroe dress. I kid
It's
you not.
time for them. It's literally time for them
And
to
people like, if you could be more real and stop trying to sell us
and,
stuff.
and they are reaching, like literally reaching for scraps. Like, just say that you ain't got no more and just get off the air. It's okay for y'all to take a break.
No, that was supposed to be it. The Kardashian, keeping up with the Kardashian was supposed to be it.
But here's the thing, y'all did that to get away from under whatever contract y'all was under with Ryan Seacrest. That's really what y'all did that for. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you can't make me believe any differently. Y'all should have did that a long time ago.
Mhm.
I don't care to see anything that they got going on. I don't care to see none of. I'm sick of them, the way they dispose of the Negroes. And keep
And then
in mind,
And then what trips me out, they also said they want to see more of Scott Disick and less PDA from Courtney and Travis.
I, I listen again. I'ma say, I'm going to say that I I don't like the way that as a family they dispose of the brothers.
Well,
And
you
again,
know what?
those guys put
You
themselves up for that
right.
because they feel like if they caught one of them, they done made it. But you see what Lamar is, you see where Kanye is, you see what happened to Reggie, you see what happened to the other little basketball dude that she was married to for 2 minutes. It's disgusting.
And then this is
Keep in
what you're
mind, yes, they put themselves in that position to be that,
Mhm.
but that I, I'm
But let me
tired.
say
And
this.
then you have the audacity to be mad when your cheating, philandering boyfriend goes and purposely and intentionally cheats on you on a regular and consistent basis. And then you decide you want to have another baby with him and then go and then turn around in the same breath and say, well, if I had known he was cheating, girl, you've known he was cheating the whole time. That's how you got with him.
That's how you
It's
got him.
just, it's disgusting. I can't.
She's and no. She didn't say if I would have known he would cheated. She said I would have never had a baby with him if I would have known. Girl, you like you said, you didn't have. Girl, you make me mad all over again, Faye.
I'm sorry. It's just disgusting to me. I'm tired of them being on. Do something else. I don't care to see you. I just don't. I'm not
Well,
interested in you. Get off my TV.
well, let me say
That's how
something
I feel.
about Courtney. Courtney with Scott, she was in a toxic relationship with Scott. He talked bad about her. He would call her fat when she wasn't fat. And she, and it got to the point she was like really skinny, skinny, skinny. But I'm glad she's happy with the guy that she with, but we don't need to see all that, honey. We really
I like
don't.
Travis. Travis, if you're not familiar with Travis Barker, he is a famous drummer. I'm thinking Blink 182.
Yeah.
I might be wrong. Um, he was also married to Shayna Moakler.
Who like wasn't she like Miss USA or something
She
like
was
that?
Miss USA or something like that. They got married. They actually had a reality show. Shortly
Mhm.
after the reality show, they broke up. And that's when all of like the famous couples were doing the reality shows. Uh, uh, what's his name? And Jessica Simpson.
Lipsy.
Yeah. Uh, a lot of those couples were doing those reality shows at the time. I think even Brittany, she might have did a documentary, but shortly
Uh,
after her and Kevin did their little thing, then he wanted to fight for full custody and be a house husband for the rest of his life. Things like that. So, I think that relationships are I think when you put, especially when you get into something new, and you put a relationship through the ringer like that, it becomes a problem. And to have cameras there all the time is definitely a problem.
mhm.
Um,
And so, I want to say one. Okay, for Thanksgiving, of course, they had Thanksgiving all over Chris's house, and it was like a royal theme.
was this
Okay,
Thanksgiving last year or Thanksgiving this year?
this year, this past Thursday, and so
No,
each
no, no. You're not getting what I'm saying. This was posted on social media or this was on their show?
no, this is posted on social media.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so it was like a royal theme, and I'm doing air quotes when I say royal,
Okay.
and each each person who attended had a royal portrait.
Okay.
Travis and his family came. I'm talking about when I say his family, I'm talking about his mom and his brother.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
think his daddy came. Um, you had, of course, you had, I mean, all the kids, all of the grandkids, let me put it to you like they had their picture, a royal picture,
yeah.
except um Kylie and Chloe's sons. They wasn't in they didn't have
Okay.
a and it was just ridiculous. It really was.
I'm not gonna knock anybody for what they do in like whatever you do for your little celebration. You got to top it every year, like their Christmas photos. Everybody used to live for those, and I like the Christmas photos too. I liked it because they had a theme every year. It was something that was cute. I adored it. However, no, 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 no.
Even Caitlyn attended.
Well, Caitlyn is always gonna be there. I don't care what anybody says. Caitlyn's gonna always be there. That's their dad slash changed mom. I don't know. Um, but Caitlyn's gonna always be in the mix. Even that, in my opinion, even that is the Chris Jenner machine. All of that is all of that is Chris Jenner's brainchild.
And I think and Chris still manages Caitlyn.
I'm telling you, all of that is Chris Jenner's brainchild. Real talk. That is all Chris Jenner. Everything that they do is the Chris Jenner machine. What it is. It's just what it is. Um
Todd and Jude Chrisley has been sentenced. We talked about that already, haven't we?
yeah, we already talked about that. They're going to
Okay.
jail.
Yeah.
So we're update on Shaquilla Robinson. Um this has bothered me. And I don't the other stuff we were gonna talk about, we might need to table it because we're gonna spend the rest of our time talking about this and then we finna get off of here.
Yeah.
Um Shanquella Robinson, if y'all aren't familiar, everybody should be at this point. She traveled to Cabo, in Mexico with her friends. They rented out a house, a Airbnb or whatever. And Shanquella paid for the house. I think the house was like $6,000 or something like that. She paid for that, and I thought that it was for the boy's birthday that was supposedly coming into town and supposedly was there the next day. Actually, I looked at Shanquella's live. They showed a series of videos from her phone, from her live post on Instagram. It was Dejanay's birthday. It was Dejanay's 26th birthday. They all had a flask with their name on it, and it says Dejanay's or uh whatever her the shortened version of that 26 whatever it said. So it was not the guy who was coming into town. It was actually Dejanay's birthday. From what I could see on the flask, that's because I looked at it several times because I was up last night kind of on a TikTok binger. Um
I know the videos I sent you didn't help.
It did not, because you kept sending me videos and I was sending them right back. I was up. I did not go to sleep. I was dozing. I was in and out of sleep, but I didn't officially go to sleep till like 2 o'clock. I'm gonna try to do better tonight. Um, so I think I'm really tired too from just ripping and running in that. But there was an arrest warrant issued out today. There are other videos going around. I have yet to see a second fight video, but they have debunked not Khalil's. I don't know what the guy's name is who I can't think of his name right now, who claimed he hadn't gotten there till the next day.
He kept contradicting himself though on
He
his
did
stuff.
contradict himself in the video, but somebody had showed a plane ticket. I was like, that's the next day. But in actuality, he didn't get there the next day. He was there. He was there the same day everybody else was. So that's been debunked. Um Here is my issue with all of this. It took the leaking of this video, which I don't know where they got the video from. I don't know if somebody was recording it from Shanquella's phone.
Uh,
Um, I
you
don't
mean
know.
the video of her fighting?
The fight, she wasn't fighting. Let me
Fighting,
let me
right.
also say this.
Right,
Y'all,
right, right, right,
Shanquella wasn't fighting. There was no fight from Shanquella. She didn't throw a punch. That's not a fight. That's a beat down.
That is a
She
beat down.
didn't
But
swing on the girl. She
I
did
think
nothing.
whomever was behind that camera showed it to somebody else and they posted it.
Let me tell you why I think it was from Shanquella's phone. Because all of the videos that we are seeing are from Shanquella's phone. Get where I'm going with this?
Mm-hmm.
Other people were recording Shanquella sleep from her phone. Not only was she sleeping, that was the other thing. Dead buddy.
Did you see
Um,
it now? Did you see
I
it?
saw it. I saw it. Yeah. When she was sleeping in the hammock, Shanquella did the dinner, but she was in the pool dancing. Somebody was recording from her phone. So I don't know if her family released that or not at this point, because now my wheels are turning. There are people that are recording from her phone. Do you see what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I'm saying I'm not sure that they didn't know the password to girls' phone. I have a girlfriend that we go out a lot and we record. She sings. I record her singing. I know her password to her phone. You see what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
if that's my best friend and I'm recording my best friend on my best friend's phone, guess what? So in that, with that being said, I'm not so sure that the family did not leak that. And if I were the family member and I saw that, I definitely would have leaked it. Point blank, period. If somebody would have if somebody showed it to them, to me, I think they would have shared it to them, not just shown it to them, and they would have leaked it. I think if that's the case, then they probably shared the video. But here's my thing that's super disgusting to do. Why would you share that? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So,
They did to humiliate her.
but that ain't the way to do it, because now y'all finna go to jail. So right
Mm-hmm.
now they are looking to extradite Dejanay Jackson.
Dejanay.
She was the one who was beating um beating Shanquella. The other thing that I want to point out is there was a live that was released by Winter Donovan, who stated that Shanquella did something to Dejanay while she was drunk on the trip. So there are rumors going around that Shanquella did something and set some dude up and he got shot and killed and he was related to one of the people that were on the trip. That is a lie. Somebody is spreading that rumor because Winter never mentioned that at all. Period. Do I think it was set up? I do think it was probably set up. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna go as far as to say, yeah, it was more than likely set up because there are some things that were pretty fishy in those videos. I don't think we're reading too much into it. There were some fishy things that happened in the video, you know? So
Mm-hmm.
with that being said, Winter said that she did something. She said there was a fight. I'm like, there wasn't no fight, sis. Shanquella would not fight back. She had an attitude on her live. Here's my thing. If something happened and it was in my presence and I didn't say anything, I didn't turn the culprit in, I didn't do any of that, and I left and I took my butt back home, I wouldn't be doing no lives. I would not be, because guess what, people? Let's talk about your local police department real quick. I ain't gonna hold you. Your local police department has a cyber crimes unit where if they want to find the criminals, they can, because dumb criminals post the things on the internet.
Yep.
So you're doing all these lives trying to prove your innocence. Sir, ma'am, go get you a lawyer. That's what y'all need to be doing. Y'all need to be lawyering up, because guess what? They coming for Dejanay. When they get Dejanay, because let me
She's
tell you something about a Mexican prison. It ain't no crystal stair, baby. Okay? It's not. It ain't no crystal stair. When you go to Mexico and get into jail in Mexico, oh, that's hard living right there, sis.
Mm-hmm.
So
She gonna
if I'm
sing like a canary.
listen, if I'm going to Mexican jail, guess what? I ain't going to Mexican jail by myself. I'm finna tell it all. I'm gonna tell it on the mountain. Do you understand what I'm saying? We're going into the Christmas holidays. I'm gonna go tell it on the mountain.com. So Disney, I don't know if you got an attorney or not. Know that they coming for you, sis. They arresting you at some point in time. They're doing extradition. Now, somebody did say legally the United States can't turn her over to Mexico, but United States would be kind of trash if they didn't turn over a criminal. Because it wasn't like you were on neutral ground. You weren't in Switzerland nowhere. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Mm-hmm.
like, no, ma'am, you committed a crime. At the most assault, at the least assault, at the most second degree murder. So they're supposed to be extradited Dejanay. I hope they get her. Rumor has it that Winter was the one that also fought, or not fought, beats up a Shinquella. There was
The
also
ru-
another rumor going around that all three girls beat on Shinquella. I don't know what's true and what's not, but I do know that Dejanay is first up on the chopping block. And if I were Dejanay, I would be like the criminals that they catch on the law and order. Go on and sing and cut you a deal. I don't think they're gonna cut you a deal in Mexico, sis. But let's hope and pray. Okay. Um, I
she was
definitely
all on the trying to get money.
who is
Um when this first well, when they was she was, she had first she deactivated her Dijonay. She deactivated her
all of them did
right. But
initially,
then
except for the one guy that got on there and was talking. But initially, all of them deactivated their social media pages. Four of them changed their numbers. Two of them, the messages were going straight to voicemail, so they probably had their phones on do not disturb. Go ahead.
but she was trying to get money, saying basically, if y'all want to hear my side, I need 10 G's.
And to me, that goes to further show me something is mentally wrong with you, that you are caught on video assaulting somebody where they were inebriated and they could not fight back. And now you want to tell your side of the story, but you asking for money for people to hear your side of the story. Sis, go to jail. Please, go straight to jail. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Go straight to jail, sis. That's whack. Who does that? You guilty, sis. Go to jail. Just do your time. I can't. Like, this girl lost her life and you sitting up here trying to sell a story. Bruh, stop.
It was sad. It was real sad. I said, And then it
Yeah,
was rumored that Deja was actually Derek Janae. I'm just like, come
and
on.
and and that's not the case. She's actually a born female, so that's not the case. But she really did herself a disservice, and I think that's what's wrong with our young folks today. Y'all put everything on social media, y'all record everything instead of trying to get help, instead of trying to get uh folks like, at least we tried to break fights up, right?
Hmm.
We watched, but we tried to break things up. Y'all got this social media and stuff. Y'all got these fight videos. Y'all like to post online. Y'all got all kinds of crazy stuff, and it's gonna end up getting y'all caught up.
This ain't
What's
no
the
love
latest
and hip
name?
hop. This ain't no reality show.
It's not. What's his name on the Memphis rapper who huh, the Memphis rapper who robbed somebody or stole some money or something. They had the serial number on the dollar bill. He had it in a music video and he posted the stuff on social media. They got him. That's how the boy got caught. Y'all gotta stop doing stupid stuff. Stop it. This is crazy. And when they tell this Lifetime story, because I know they're gonna make a movie about this, somebody gonna get the rights to this story. Listen, or something similar to it. Dejanay, they're gonna paint this picture of you being jealous of this baby. And I believe all of y'all were. How dare you sit and watch somebody assault somebody that cannot fight for themselves? You telling them to fight back. The girl was too drunk to stand, she could barely stand up. I just, yeah, it's crazy. It's real crazy. I need us to teach our kids that everybody ain't your friend. They need to learn that lesson the hard way. They don't need to learn it the hard way. I'm sorry. They need to know, everybody. And I'm not saying go through life not trusting people. That's not where I'm going with that at all. But if people are not genuinely happy for you, if people are not willing to go the extra mile for you, and people aren't willing to be a friend to you, you see it every day. There are red flags in situations all the time. Willful ignorance is not a good thing to have. You know what I'm saying? Like, I cannot imagine my child going out of town on a trip with his boys and he not coming home. That's like something I just cannot even fathom. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Over something stupid and probably petty. This girl had her own business. She had a college degree. She was going places. She liked to travel. She liked to do things. And she was the life of the party, it seemed like, because in every video she was partying. And she was enjoying her life. There is absolutely positively no way. Her dad is like, listen, that was my only child. That was my only child. I lost my only child to some fools who probably set her up. That's crazy. For what? Why did you do it? And they probably set her up to get beat up. I don't think they set her up maybe to kill her. They probably didn't mean to do it. But it's done. She's not here. There's also reports that Khalil, the quote unquote best friend who the family couldn't get in touch with after the fight video was released or the jump video was released, um, he apparently attended the funeral. There were hundreds of people there. He probably didn't get nowhere near the family. They probably knew how they felt, but they saw Khalil and they saw his vehicle there. From my understanding, he was present at the funeral. Um, man, I definitely hope they get everybody. I don't know how long it takes to extradite somebody, but I need y'all to go and get Dejanay. She probably hiding out somewhere. Somebody said there was a rumor saying that she had went to Connecticut or something. I was like, how we in Connecticut, sis? I don't get it. I don't understand. And there is also a rumor saying that Dejanay went on a shopping spree when she got back. That there is no proof that there was money stolen from her. For according to the family, there was no proof that money was stolen, but her dad did say that she paid for the Airbnb for them to celebrate apparently Dejanay's birthday and not the other gentleman's birthday who was there. Now he claims it was his birthday. It might have been his birthday, but I saw the flask and the flask said Dejanay's birthday, Dejanay's 26th birthday. So, um, something that I learned. I hope they get them. Any final thoughts, Wendy?
Just no, not everybody is your friend.
No, everybody is not. I just think that that's really really important. And the other thing too, Um, Kim Kardashian, that Balenciaga thing, that's willful ignorance too. Like, there's no way on God's green earth you are a mother of 4 kids and you are not appalled by what you saw, and to have a conversation with them is so. And I don't know if she does. She have a deal with them or some type of contract with
She's like
Balenciaga?
one of their brand ambassadors.
Yeah, nah. You can stand up against your brand. You a billionaire, sis. You don't need that Balenciaga money. Stop. You're a billionaire, girl. You got it. It's at this point in juncture. I think pick and choose who to cancel. You know what I'm saying? We pick and choose who to cancel. We don't cancel the right people a lot of the times. Do I think Kanye West needs to be canceled? No. Is Kanye crazy? Yes. Kanye needs some help.
But
But the
Kanye
brother
was
making
not
money,
wrong. He was
huh?
not wrong. He was not wrong about how they're
What's wrong?
doing.
What's wrong at all? Kyrie Irving, should he be canceled? Absolutely not. Well, he should not be canceled because he shared the movie on his social media. Why? What we canceling him for? Y'all wanted him to jump through all these hoops to play. And I'm glad he didn't jump through those hoops. Maybe he did, I don't know, but I didn't read anything saying that he jumped through said hoops so that he can get back on the team. Everybody was like, why y'all doing this? This don't make no sense. It's stupid. Brother apologized. He didn't apologize when you wanted him to apologize, so you tried to get him to jump through all these hoops and step and fetch, and he wasn't going. And I don't blame him. Um, one more thing. We got to talk about this real quick, and then we definitely finna get off. Jerry Jones and this picture. So there's a picture circulating around with Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is originally from Arkansas, specifically Little Rock, Arkansas, where the Little Rock Nine infiltrated Central Little Rock Central High. Okay. There were people there to block the students from going in. There were National Guards. The governor was on TV saying they were going to prevent the kids from going into the school. It was a lot going on at that time, right?
Mm-hmm.
The picture came out. Jerry Jones's response was, I went down there because I was curious. I wanted to see what was going on. I was 14, 15 years old. I didn't know what was going on.
Yes, you did. Because let me tell you why. Because you had parents.
Not only did you have parents in Jim Crow's South, you can't tell me you didn't go to high school or middle school and your friends weren't racist. You can't tell me that. Somebody tell me that. Now keep in mind, not all white people are racist. I'm going to go and say that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there were not all of the white people in Little Rock, Arkansas were not racist, but there were a vast majority that were. There is no reason why you took your butt down there, but to be down there with your homies, to keep up mess, to prevent them kids from going to that school. So let me get on Stephen A. Smith real quick, and then I'm finna go on and go to bed. And let me just say this: I am a diehard Cowboys fan. I've always, the first time that I had a real issue with Jerry Jones was during the situation with Colin Kaepernick. And I remember I denounced, I ain't watching the NFL and I don't really watch the games. I look at the scores. I still don't watch the games. That was something that my baby, he does it. Thursday night football, Monday night football. We was watching football like 3 times a week and we was watching it dang near all day on Sundays. I stopped. He said, Mom, why don't you watch, your team, the Cowboys? I can't rock with Jerry Jones. I'm sorry. You got that to say, we shouldn't be kneeling during the flag. What?
Hold on. Didn't one of the first games of the season he was kneeling with the team?
They went and did some type of PR stunt. It wasn't the first game of the season, but they did some type of PR stunt. After you had Dak go on TV, you had to clean up what you had your star quarterback say. So I lost respect for Dak Prescott when he did what he did, but you did what you did to play ball because your owner said, hey, this is what I need you to get on TV and say. I lost all respect for that at that point in time. So now I'm still a Cowboys fan. I love the Cowboys. I love the play. I love Pollard. Chris Ingram has a nephew on there. Bohanna. I love those guys and I love those players. Zeke, I love them. The new baby, the backup, the reason why the Cowboys got the majority of their wins this season. I like him. I love the game of football. I love the game of basketball. I don't ever want anybody to take the joy out of that away from me. But when you have stepping fetches, I have a problem with it. When you have people who, Jerry Jones could have used that opportunity to say, hey, I grew up in a time where this is what it was. I've grown, I've learned. That was a mistake that I made at the age of 14. You didn't do that. You said I was curious. I wanted to see what was going on. My God, if you could read, you knew what was going on in the papers. They had TVs back then. I'm sure your parents had a TV because you come from money. Stop. Stop with the lies. Let's just stop. Be real and be serious. You knew what was going on. My 12-year-old knows that Michael Brown got shot down by a police officer. He got shot down by a police officer when my 12-year-old was much younger than 12. He knows about Trayvon Martin. He learned about Trayvon Martin when he was 6 or 7 years old. Like, let's keep it, let's be real. They know what's going on. Mm-hmm. You were not stupid as a 14, 15-year-old kid. You weren't. So Stephen A. Smith, let me deal with him real quick, and we gonna go. Stephen A. Smith got on ESPN and said he was disgusted by everybody and how the backlash they're giving Jerry Jones because Jerry's a really good guy and he could have not known. He could have gone down there to be curious.
Don't Stephen A. Smith hate the Cowboys?
Hate the Cowboys, but taking up for Jerry Jones. Not only that, what in the stepping fetch are you doing? Sir, are you kidding me? In Jim Crow South? Stop. Stop. He knew exactly what was going on. Those white kids were down there to block those black students from going into their high school. That's why the white kids were there. Stop, Stephen A. Smith. You are not stupid. Maybe you are. I don't know. But you can't be that dumb to think that man went down there just to see what was going on. Stop. Now, here's my thing. Why we ain't find this picture and release this picture way before now? I don't know who did it on Beyonce's internet, but you did it. And it's fine. I ain't mad at you. Mm-hmm. But Stephen A. Smith, you a black man. And I know that you know better. You can't tell me that you don't know better. And that was an opportunity for Jerry. There was a learning opportunity there that Jerry missed. And Stephen, that was an opportunity to call him to the carpet. And you used your platform for buffoonery. Straight up buffoonery. Period. Not in Jim Crow's South. Did that boy at the age of 14, 15 years old not know what was going on. A 14 and 15-year-old understands when they commit a crime. So had it been a black kid back in Jim Crow South committing a crime, he
Mm-hmm.
would have understood and they would have hung him or
Mm-hmm.
put him in jail. You can't have it both ways, man. You cannot have it both ways. You cannot have it both ways. You can't. And basically, what y'all want is to pee on folk and tell them that it's raining, and it's not cool. That ain't cool at all.
Not cool.
At all. Period. So I'm gonna get off of here. Wendy gonna get off of here. It's way past our bedtime.
So it
I ain't
is.
about this life. We ain't doing this no more.
Mm-mm.
We
Do it.
got to if it ain't if it's after it's like after 8:30, we ain't gonna be able to do this. I'm so sleepy right now. I don't know what to do. Make sure y'all check us out on the Size Up. Um, we got one more week of episodes, possibly, maybe 2 weeks, depending on how I feel. I'm having surgery next week on Wednesday. I'm gonna be down. I'm gonna be in the bed. I'm gonna be catching up on TV. I'm gonna be binge watching some things. There's a lot of stuff I haven't seen. I've been building up and waiting. And I can't wait to do that. I'm also gonna be studying because there's a financial services exam I have to take. But I do want you guys to know that my bartending hat is on. Cocktail Therapy is the name of my bartending company. I want you guys to come on and have a taste. We're having holiday libations. So if you guys are interested in getting a drink and you are in the Memphis area, if you coming through Memphis, y'all can stop by the crib, get a drink. Um, we got the bottle drinks, 16-ounce bottles for $10. We have gallons, a gallon 25, two for 40. We also got the sampler packs. That's 4 little samples of the variety of drinks for $20. So make sure y'all hit me up on social media. The ski is faith. I'm going to get my page for cocktail therapy. I have not gotten everything together, but I'm doing. So make sure y'all get at me. I plan to be selling drinks this weekend. Throughout the weekend, this weekend, I'll be selling drinks. If you're interested in getting something, again, hit my inbox at Vic Ski is Faith over Instagram, Vic Ski is Faith at Twitter, Unblack Twitter, and Vic Ski is Faith more on Facebook. So make sure y'all hit me up. Let me know if you're interested in getting anything, and I'll give you my cash tag so you can send me some moolah so I can make your drink. Um, Wendy, what you got
Yeah.
coming up? What you got coming up with Mary Kay?
Well, no, Pink weekend is over with, so
I think we can get this over. You ain't got any holiday specials, anything coming up?
may in the next couple of days. I don't know. I'm trying to.
I got you. Make sure
Yeah.
y'all hit Wendy up though. On with Mary Kay. Um, Wendy, tell them how they can hit you up and reach you.
Um, Facebook, Wendy Edinburgh Smith. I have 2 Instagram accounts. My personal account is VLux76, and my business account is Wendy ESMK. Um, and that's it. And my website is www.maryk.com. Backslash is it? Yeah, backslash WEDINGBOURGH.
Okay. And you guys can reach us at the Size of Official Podcast over on YouTube. I'm hoping that this video came out better than what I'm seeing because on my end I'm not seeing anything. It keeps rerunning um the promo video, which is supposed to stop when it's over with, but it keeps rerunning it. I'm hoping the video comes out better. If it didn't, I apologize, guys. We're having issues with the video. But the audio seems to be fine. Make sure y'all hit us up, the Size Up Official Podcast over on YouTube. Click the notification bell so you guys be notified when we go live. Um, and like, share, that sort of thing, because we talk about things, we talk about a lot. Make sure y'all go over to our Facebook page at the Size Up, and follow us over on Instagram at the Size Up 2102. Make sure you guys are hitting us up. If you got a subject you want to hear us talk about, let us know. And everything, all commentary is always. I couldn't get the banner up tonight because again, this is really crazy. Is alleged. Actually, there are some things that are very true about what we said tonight, but there are some alleged things um that we did share. I guess I don't know. Everything was reported. So, but we do put the commentary is alleged, and a lot of our thoughts and everything are not factual. Well, not thoughts or fact, not factual. I'm sorry, that's the wrong word to say. We share our opinions on issues, and hopefully it doesn't offend anybody. But if you have a comment and you want to respond to anything that we've said, or you want to add to, your little 2 cents, by all means, hit us up, and comment on the video. And if you want to join us for a discussion on a show, hit us up as well. We're gonna get out of here because my words are I'm tongue tied. It's so past my.
Mhm.
Y'all have a wonderful, 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 wonderful week. Bye.
We're still live.
We are.
Yes.
It won't let me. Jesus, take the wheel.
Just